Welcome to this week's episode of Amanda Makes a Mess. I'm Amanda, and today I won't be making a mess. Today I will show you a mess I've already made. As you can see, this week's video is an episode of Draw Your Journal. This was actually supposed to be last week's video, but I pushed it back a week in favor of doing a haul video with some art supplies I got recently. So, also, as you can see, we are on the kitchen counter now, because not only have I been evicted from my art desk, I have also been evicted from the dining room table. So I wasn't able to actually film me doing any of these pages, but you will get to see what I've done. And honestly, probably from now until Christmas, these videos are going to be like this. I'll probably be doing either Draw Your Journal or Wreck This Journal every week, and you won't get to see me actually doing the pages. I'll just go through and show you what I've done, because it's going to be really hard for me to film until after Christmas. So, let's get started, and I will show you the mess I've made this week. The first page I did was pretty close to the front of the book. Honestly, I was just going to do this page, but this page kind of intimidates me because I have to come up with like 26 different little things here. So, I keep putting this one off. Also, my book is falling apart, so I unicorn washi taped it back together. That's not part of the design. So for this one, it just says draw your hello. So I made one of those little name tags on this page, like you wear anywhere, basically, the first day of school, or like at a convention or whatever. It just says, hello, my name is Amanda, and this is how I make my A's, like, all the time. It really confuses people because when I'm in a hurry, this kind of occasionally looks like a C because I make it too big. The background here is Crayola crayon because I didn't want to ruin my good colored pencils coloring in all this background, but I didn't want to leave it white either. Snowflakes, because the day I did this page, it was actually snowing. It was like the first time it snowed this year, but it only snowed for like 5 minutes and it didn't stick to the ground or anything. But it still snowed. And then this over here is supposed to be me. The story of my purple hair that was not intended to be purple will be coming up in a few minutes here, because I also did the hair page. But this is supposed to be me and my cat, because this was also the morning that I discovered that my cat made a nice 20-pound hot water bottle if I carried her around with me, because she was really warm. And it was really cold this day. So yeah, that's about it for this one. Also, her face actually looked like that because she does not like when I pick her up and carry her around. So, the next page I've done 3 pages for this video, in case you didn't know, because I always do 3 pages, but without me filming myself actually doing the pages, I may in future videos be able to do 4 pages. I don't know. I would like to try that. So this page, I didn't exactly follow the instructions. It says, draw your hair. Use this page to document your potential hairstyles. But I did not do potential hairstyles. I did hairstyles and colors I have already had, specifically this year. And yes, my hair has been all these colors this year. Some of them intentional, some of them not. I started out this year with black roots intentionally and pink hair because this was intentional. I wanted black roots because my hair is naturally almost black, so my roots wouldn't show up as well. And then the ends were pink. I did this back in February of 2020, right before everything shut down and we went into lockdown. And it lasted till May of this year, which is probably the longest I've had any hair color. in May of this year, like late in May, I got tired of this. And I did this. It was actually all these colors. It looked kind of like a jewel tone rainbow. It was mostly blue. I did add a little too much of the other colors here, but my hair was mostly blue. But it had like pink and purple and teal streaks in it. Then, from July to August, well, this started to fade. And it turned a really disgusting snot green color. And I just wasn't having that. And then my hairstylist quit. So, I did this by myself. I went blonde. Did not actually realize how long my hair was until after I bleached it. I bleached it with Manic Panic bleach. So the first time I used that, and I was really, really happy with it. It didn't ruin my hair at all. I had like no damage from it. So I'm definitely going to be using that in the future. So this lasted from July until August. In August, I got sick of my hair and I cut it off. Like, I cut my hair. I did not go somewhere and have it cut. I cut it. And you can tell. Not when it's curly so much, but when I straighten it, there's this one section in the back where I was like holding a mirror with one hand and cutting my hair with the other. You can tell because the section's a little bit shorter, but it's hair. It grows out. It'll be fine. And that was August, so it has actually grown out some from then. So then I had this hair color called Dark Star by Manic Panic. And the hair dye in the jar was a really, really dark purple, like almost black. So I thought, that's the color my hair is going to be. The label on the jar was silver. When I dyed my hair with it, my hair turned silver, like the label on the jar, not like the dye. And I honestly, I hated that from the moment I dyed my hair that color. It lasted for a couple weeks. I bleached it again. No, I didn't bleach it. For this, I used hair dye remover, Color Oops. That's what it's called. It's called Color Oops. It's not really intended for temporary hair color or semi-permanent hair color. So it didn't take all the silver out, but it made my hair like a nice ash blonde, which does not, I didn't have a colored pencil that color. These are Prismacolor pencils that I used for this. But I didn't really have a colored pencil that color. So I had to just kind of try my best to mix blonde, or to mix the yellow that I used up here with the silver, and it didn't really work. Then, right before Halloween, my intention was to dye my roots black, like I did here, but dye the ends of my hair red. I have never dyed my hair two-toned on my own before, okay? But I was going to try it. I got Vampire Red Manic Panic and Raven Manic Panic for the black. I put the red in the ends first. It looked good, but I did not have time to put the red in, let it sit for 30 minutes and wash it out, then put the black in, let it sit for 30 minutes and wash it out. So I put the red in, then I put the black in while the red was still wet, and when I washed it out, the black has a blue base, so that blue base mixed with the red. I got black hair up here and purple down here where it mixed, but honestly, purple is my favorite color, and as much as I wanted the black and red, I kind of love this purple. So yeah, this is my hair color now, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to keep it for a while. I used Prismacolor colored pencils to color all of this, and except for this was a Sharpie that I wrote with here, and it's not really showing up on camera, but the background was colored with a Crayola crayon. So the third and last page for this week's video was this page. This is Draw Your Hobby. Dedicate this page to something you do for fun. Well, I'm pretty sure we all know that my biggest hobby is art, but specifically, I like to paint. And even though I did this page about paint, there's no paint at all on this page anywhere, which I honestly didn't think of when I was doing this, or I might have stuck some paint on here somewhere. The background, once again, is Crayola crayon, because I didn't want to use up a lot of my good colored pencils by coloring so much with this. But like the other pages, I didn't want to just leave this blank. And also I double layered this page with marker paper because something bled through on the back here really bad. The strips were all done with Prismacolor colored pencils. The paint on the paint palette was colored pencil. And this brown for the paint palette was actually Bic Intensity marker, because I just got a new set of those like I showed you in my last video. This is just a bottle of rainbow paint. I couldn't decide what color to make the paint in the bottle, so I just went with all the colors, even though I'm pretty sure they would all just blend together and be some really gross brown if I actually had rainbow paint like that. Yeah, this is all colored pencil, except for this label here. The silver is the same Bic Intensity markers I used for this. And I think, actually there is paint here. This black here is Posca pen. So there is paint on this page. Then I just did these little blobs laying all over that I forgot to add highlights to. Some little paint blobs, I guess, squirting out, and the strippiness. I should have brought the strippiness down farther, I think, and left a lot less blank space, but that's alright. So, this is the last page for this video. Until Christmas, the videos are probably going to be like this. I'm going to stick with Draw Your Journal and Reckless Journal. Next week will probably be another Draw Your Journal video, because I have 3 pages planned to do, and I have the sketches done for 2 of them already. So, I think that's what we're going to be doing. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video with your friends, share it on your social media. Any interactions with your videos helps me. And that's it for this video. I upload every Saturday at noon, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.